is it? So is this? What? I was cursed with the world's worst hair texture. I've gone through like 10 different shampoos and conditioners. No matter what I do, it just explodes into a massive ball of frizz when it dries off. At least if it was really curly and frizzy, I could just have a fro. There's one benefit of long hair, at least I can do this. Press the record button. Okay. Why did the quality suddenly get better as soon as I... So it occurred to me that I never actually filmed an intro for this video. This is a progress update on the progress I've made since the last time I made a video on the progress that I made, where I was progressing. I haven't made much progress. Basically, we moved, I had to pack my guitar, I couldn't play guitar for like 10 months. My sister got a guitar. I didn't really start messing around with it until a few months after she got it. Only ever play it when she's not here because I don't want to bother her. Keep hearing sounds over there and it's driving me crazy.
This house is haunted, guys. Oh my god, my dog is barking. My dog is barking.
Anyway, guitar progress update. So this is the opening riff or vamp or ostinato. I don't know what the fuck the term for it is. Arpeggiated chord thingy from Lila's Dance, which this took forever to get to this point. I'm now going to try and play it as fast as I can comfortably do it right now, because I have days where I can do it faster, and then most days I can't go beyond even that speed without making a million mistakes. Oh, there we go. I can usually get like one in, and then I fuck it up. If I don't fret at the right time, sometimes it causes my right hand to just lose all coordination with my left hand, and I just start just hitting random strings. Okay, yeah, I give up. I still suck balls at it. I'm not at the point where I can just put all fingers of each chord down at once. I don't know when I'll get there. Okay, the next one is Dance of Maya, which I started learning ages ago, and then I relearned it twice. Oh, always that transition that gets me. And now I'm shaky because I'm getting performance anxiety. I'm going to try to get a better take, but that one was good enough, if none of these other ones are good. That's going to have to do, because I'm just getting worse and worse and worse every time I try. At first, I found a tab where you pluck the low E string, the D string, and the G string over and over again in that pattern, and you just kind of change the chord around, and it's mostly the same two chord shapes that you're just kind of moving up and down the neck. I decided against that because I didn't want to use my pinky and I couldn't reach with my fingers normally, so I just found another tab where it's all like within the first 5 frets, which was easier to learn But as I tried to play it more and more, I found I was constantly fucking up because the pattern of the strings that you pluck is constantly changing, and it also just didn't sound good. So then I went back to the first one and actually tried to learn it, but I still wasn't using my pinky, so I was having to hop my finger over for some of the chords that required a bit of a stretch, which meant it sounded almost good. The riff is very much like you let the strings ring while you're playing them, and this one had all these like sudden jumps that didn't sound right. So I finally bit the bullet and figured out how to use my pinky, and it's now at a point where it sounds okay-ish. I keep getting really bad wrist pain in this area of my hand, between like this bone right here and kind of the base of my thumb. It's worse on this fucking chord. This one. I'm having to stretch my index and pinky between 4 frets on the lowest part of the fretboard. This is a standard scale length guitar. Doing that chord on this scale length sucks ass. I hate it. I've reached a point where I can do it without like buzzing or flubbing a fret most of the time. If I do it like once or twice, it's fine, but there's a noticeable straining. If I practice for like several minutes at it, I'm gonna get wrist pain. The only workaround I've found is to just wave my elbow all over the place during the first part to try and like shake out all of that tension, which I heard that you're supposed to like move your elbow out. I think the Reddit post I got it from was a little vague, like, because the idea is you're supposed to be keeping, if you just do this, your wrist is bent, but if you have your elbow out, then your wrist is straight, and then you move your elbow in and out depending on like where your hand is and what it's doing to keep your wrist as straight as possible. I do it because I think it's doing something, but I still get pain. If it is doing something, it's not enough. Something's fucked with my wrist posture. I don't know what exactly it is. I haven't figured it out. I am firmly of the opinion that scale length does matter. Like the neck shape and size and scale length. It absolutely matters. It's just, it doesn't matter as much. Because I can reach all of those notes. I can do that. I just have to stretch and contort my hand to the point that I'm getting pain. If I do this same chord shape up here for the first chord, I basically never get wrist pain doing this. This chord up here, I basically always get wrist pain doing it. I don't know if there's just a very specific way I need to move my elbow. When I'm transitioning from here to this chord, it took a lot of practice to be able to move my fingers apart from each other independently to do that next chord. I kept having my fingers instinctively like stick together, and then I just couldn't reach that note at all with my pinky, or at least not without doing like a ridiculous stretch and contortion. Now I've reached a point where I can independently move my fingers apart to do that chord. The way that I taught myself to do that was move my elbow in. For some reason that in my brain allowed my index finger to move apart, and then I can put 2 fingers down and then tilt it back down to get the pinky there. That's what my thumb is doing. I have a pretty bad hitchhiker's thumb. It sucks. My thumb naturally kind of wants to do that. I find the chord is not painless, but slightly less painful if I really try to train myself to have my thumb hooked inward rather than outward. The last ergonomic thing that I have is this bullshit. It's some sort of hyperextension I have in my left pinky. If I straighten out my pinky, there's like a muscle that instinctively wants to push this lower segment of my pinky. Barely any energy is going into this. If I try to like put pressure on something, it's very weak because all of the muscle force is being exerted into bending it further and further backwards. My right pinky does not do that. If I like really force it, it can go into that position, but the muscles want to transfer through the finger instead of just transferring and stopping at this one joint and snapping it backwards. This only causes me issue when I'm trying to play really high up the neck, something about the hand position here to reach like this note. There are some times when I'm playing fast, not fast, when I'm trying to play fast and I'm moving my fingers around like this a lot. If I'm not careful, when I flick my pinky up, it can like snap into that position, which is really jarring and completely throws me off. It's not something that like regularly causes issues, but every once in a while it'll come up and annoy me. It's one of the reasons why when I first started learning guitar, I did not want to use my pinky at all and just only ever used my ring, middle, and index finger. I don't think I've actually tried to learn anything else. I've tried like writing a few things on guitar, but it's just kind of random disparate things. I'm messing around and I'll play something and it sounds kind of cool, but it never really goes anywhere. Yeah, like every once in a while I'll find something like that. I'm just like, oh, that sounds kind of cool. I've been in a huge rut lately. I haven't posted anything to my music account in like a year. I'm 90% done the one album I was working on, and I just don't care. More specifically, I don't care about finishing it. It would be cool, but I don't want to work on it. I want it to be done, but I don't care that it's not done. Does that make sense? Is anything I'm saying making sense right now?
I like to play music.
Ow! I could do the thing I did in the video where the video where I went like No, I can't remember how to play anything that I played in that one video. Can I make a joke without laughing at my own joke? That's the question. What's your question, soldier? I have nothing. I have nothing. I don't eat bread. How does he say? Fuck. How does it go? How does he say it? I have nothing but eat bread for 3 days. That's the quote. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel.